roasted tomatillos. I roasted them quickly underneath the broiler. It took about 5 minutes to do this, 6 minutes or so to do this, with some sliced onion. And I've got some garlic that was on the same tray with them. And the garlic had its papery skin on it. And I'm going to put all of that into the blender jar here. So roasted onion, roasted garlic, roasted tomatillo all together. You will notice that a lot of juice will come out of the tomatillos. That stuff is beautiful. It is so delicious, sweet and tangy at the same time. So you want to make sure you get all of that into the blender. You can roast some serrano chili alongside that, or jalapeno, any little small green chili that you want. But I'm going to chop some of it up raw and put it into the blender jar here. Blend that until it is smooth. I'm looking for smoothness. Then I'm going to add the puree to the pan that got a little too hot, but I pulled it off and cooled it down a little bit. I'm going to reduce the temperature now to a little bit lower, and we're going to let it cook down until it's the consistency of tomato paste. So now I've got it as so thick that I can see the bottom of the pan here, and I'm going to add to that some chicken broth to make a sauce. To that, I want to add some herbs. So I'm going to do this actually with a little bit of cilantro, because probably most of us will have that more readily available. A same sort of method for cooking that. I'm going to let those simmer. You just squirt a little bit of oil. I have a little oil sprayer that I keep beside my stove, and just spray a little bit of oil on the tortillas. Keep them in a stack, and then you wrap it in a damp towel. So I'm just going to put a little bit of moisture here on this paper towel like that. Put it into the microwave. I'm going to put it at about 40 seconds there, and it will do everything that I need to do. I'm going to make them in the Mexican style, which means they don't go into the oven, okay? I'm going to make 3 for this presentation plate. And you can choose any kind of filling that you want, not melted cheese in this situation, because these aren't going to go into the oven. I'm doing something fancy here where I've got some beautiful lump crab meat, but a rotisserie chicken, some leftover roast pork is really delicious in it. So you roll them up, and then I'm going to sauce the top of it here. Now, it's all about the sauce. So if you think you're being clever to leave the ends of the tortilla exposed, that's considered to be, in Mexico, the absolute worst thing that you can do, because you're trying to get that sauce to beautifully soak into the tortilla, making a nice dish. It would be like if you only dressed half the pasta. Take some very thinly sliced white onion and put that over the top of it. Just stuff that they call Mexican crema in the grocery store. We can just put a little of that crema on the top of it if we want to do that. Cilantro leaves here that we could sprinkle over it if we wanted to. Cotija or queso añejo, an aged cheese. What you have here is beautifully balanced and really good stuff.